Okay, so for this module, we're actually going to start off with an introductory assignment. It's a research assignment. Yeah, I know, bummer, right? It's actually fairly simple. I think you're gonna like it. You can read all this if you want. What we're gonna do is watch a movie. Yeah. Yeah. But we're doing this in a very specific way. I'm allowing you all to do this on your own. Okay, so that means like sort of as homework, or if you have headphones, you can start it today. But I want you to pick a movie that you haven't, or that you have seen before. Okay, so like whatever your favorite movie is, and something that has some sort of, I guess, creative merit. Okay, so don't pick like, I don't know, 27 Dresses or something like that. There's no artful cinematography in that movie, like at all. I mean, maybe there's some, but that's my fiance's favorite movie. That's why I said it.
What if it's a purely cinematography movie like Chronos?
That would be good. Yeah, that would be good. So anyway, let's talk about the assignment. What we're doing is we're trying to sort of research by watching a movie and identifying how cinematography is using these image composition methods in order to depict narrative. Okay, and I specifically chose movies instead of just asking you to find images because narrative is essential, right? The way that you set the camera actually tells the story in and of itself. Why is the camera there? Why is it focusing on that thing? Why is it not focusing on that thing, right? So we're going to do this as sort of a catalog approach. So there are 9 items that we identified here today, okay? We have the rule of thirds, symmetry, balancing, leading, framing, objectifying, or backgrounding, you know, whatever you want to call that. Depth of field, wide angle, or unusual viewpoints. So all of these are great examples of just basically the image quality of what it might be, right? Like I'm thinking, you know, Lion King has something like that. Or what's that movie with The Notebook? Has something like this. Yeah. And then this one, I don't know. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, right? Probably has that.
Wes Anderson movies.
Don Quixote. Sleepless in Seattle, right? That ended in New York, didn't it? Oh, I think so. I don't know what this would be. National Geographic? Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally.
That's true.
Probably also National Geographic. This one, I don't know. Slumdog Millionaire. And this one is, I don't know. What's the one with Nicolas Cage trying to steal the Declaration of Independence? Yeah, probably something like that. I'll bet you there are a lot of these scenes in that movie. So, anyway, what I'm getting at is like, you know, you think about these things, and I'll bet each of you, having seen a movie once or twice, whatever your favorite movie is, you've probably seen it more than once. And you probably could pick out 3 or 4 of them just by memory, thinking of the scenes and how they might have filmed it. And if you sit down and you watch it with intent, I'm willing to bet we can find every single one of these at some point or to some degree. Okay, it doesn't mean that you're going to find everything like, you know, totally extreme or anything like that, but you'll find something to some degree. So the secondary objective is not just to find them, but to compose them. Okay, so the research assignment needs to be reported. This is your report. Okay. We're going to index these images, and actually I should probably index what order they're going to be in. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so I will at some point pause this image, or pause the video, and I'll take a snapshot of that and put it up on the image here so you guys have a record of it. But the top left corner, you're going to start with that first one. So the rule of thirds image that you find should go right here. Okay? The symmetry image that you find will go right there. The balancing image, right? So on and so forth all the way down the list. And if you can't find an example of one of those things, then leave it blank. Okay? That's very, very important. Because what we're going to do is we're going to compare all of these as a printout, right? We're going to all print it. We're going to all pin up. And we're going to see how rampant, I guess, for lack of a better term, the filmographers and cinematographers are using these methods. And I think you guys will be shocked. Okay? I do have a specific technical requirement about it. Odds are you're probably, if you play it via like Netflix or something like that, you're probably going to be to like a 16:9 ratio. If you're not, I'd like you to crop it down to 16:9 to the best of your ability. Or, yeah, crop it down. So a 16:9 is a pretty basic, it's not a full widescreen. I forget, it's the standard format anymore. But it's not like, anyway, you get the idea. So 16:9, right? But I want it to be at 100 pixels per inch. Okay, 100 pixels per inch. So that means every single one of these images is going to be 1600 by 900. Okay, and between them, I want 100 pixels, meaning 1 inch. Okay, so a 1 inch margin all around, 1 inch between, all the way across. So what that gets you to, if you do the math right, 3 images across, right? That's 1600 times 3 plus 400 gets you to 5200. So your sheet is going to be 5200 pixels by 900, 900, 900 plus 400. It's 3100. Okay? Is that clear? I'll give you guys time to record that. I'll also take a quick snapshot here and put it up on the recording. What questions do you have? All right. So I got it up on the board here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that corresponds to the order that you see in the assignment itself. I didn't number them, but just start at the top. I'll probably revise this so it is numbered, but and then the count, and I'll save this in the project folder here, but the count is 5200 by 3100. You can see 1600 by 900, 100 margin all around, 100 in between, and that applies all the way down. Okay, 1 inch margins everywhere. Okay, now, you guys must have questions about this. 100, yeah. I'll walk you, we'll do a walkthrough of setting it up. I'll walk you guys through that.
We're going to print this?
Huh?
We're going to print it?
Are we going, yeah, we'll print it. No, we won't print it full size.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh yeah, good question. So I'm not entirely sure that every single one of you would be able to just screenshot it on your computer, but raise your hand if you can and know how to do that. Okay.
You can do snipping?
Yeah, you can do snippet. Yeah. I'll show you guys. So this is what I wanted to do here with you guys is I wanted to make sure that every single one of you knows how to do that. Okay, so we're gonna set up the file and then I'll kind of jump on the Netflix and we'll watch a snapshot of something. Okay.